I'm going to show this guy.
He's home. I went to visit him. He might be here today.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Today's picture comes to us from the hospital. It's actually one of our guys that was in the hospital learning. Beautiful. Today is my grandson's bris in Yerushalayim. It would be really, really bad if I missed it. Yeah, especially that so many different people flew in from America. My in-laws, my mechutanim, my two nieces from two different families, my two sister-in-laws and one brother-in-law. So I need to leave slightly early. I might leave like 5 minutes early. Maybe Menachem will take over. He's looking at me. Quick email. Hi Raveli, this is Yaakov Toch. I think that's how you pronounce his name. You know him? Yeah, sure. Mazel Tov, new arrival. I live in RBS Gimel, originally from South Africa. I'm currently not able to make the shir in the mornings. And he explains why. Here he is, right over here, with the twins. So I figured we were discussing twins yesterday, and I said as a joke that maybe the parents don't think it's such a bracha, and I got over the head from different people around the world. What a bracha. So anyways, here's the bracha with the twins, learning the daf. I watch online every day. Very good friends with Ruvain, who's helped to set up the new location. Maybe he means somebody else. I don't know. Please send him my regards. In the shir, it will be plus to Mendy Auerbach, who sits in front of you. One day will come through the shir when I'm more flexible. I understand he's not that flexible right now with his twins. Hatzlacha Rabbah, Hashem shall bless you. The strength to continue. Thank you. Warm regards, Yaakov. Givaldik. So we're looking forward, Yaakov, that you come join us live. Today, as luck would have it, since I have to really get to Yerushalayim, I only have like 35 minutes to drive there, and traffic usually is an hour in the morning. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us one of the longest dapim in Shas. So, Zokti Gemara, we're holding the Lamed Aleph and Beis. It's a gadita, but you have to put your finger in the Gemara and let's go for a ride. Says the Gemara 3 lines from the bottom on Lamed Aleph and Beis. Hiticha is not such a great thing. She threw words at HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Like when she said, she threatened that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should be a saita, or she said, why do you create a situation where I can nurse and I can't nurse? Al Hashem. It says al instead of el. Al means against. She threw her words to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. She challenged. That's a very good. I like that. Eliyahu also used a very strong language. Eliyahu is telling HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's your fault that Klal Yisrael is sinning because you are the one that made their heart go backwards in reverse. How do you know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu said you're right? Later on, Rashi says, in different generation, he told other Nevi'im, Asher, it's my fault. I made them bad. So if he made them bad, so why is it atacha? Why is it considered bad that Eliyahu spoke like that? Because the way that he approached HaKadosh Baruch Hu wasn't the best. He was right, but that's not how you talk. Omer Rabbi Chana, Chama, Rabbi Chanina, Ilmali Shalish Mikrois Halalu, Nismatitu Ragleim Shel Soni Yisrael. Without these 3 psukim, the enemies of Klal Yisrael, meaning it's a lashon saginar, it means Klal Yisrael, we wouldn't be able to stand in front of the din. Chad Chsiv Vasher Hariyosi. This passage that we just said. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu is admitting that He is the cause behind our averis. So it doesn't, not to mean that everybody goes up there, you get in line and there's a whole, why do you do this? Asher Hariyosi. Why do you do Asher Hariyosi? But without Asher Hariyosi, we'd be in big, big trouble. Now, at least we have to explain. Of course, we have Bechira. Of course, we have all these concepts. Like a material, like clay in the hand of a craftsman. Okay, no, where's Judah? He's not here. He'd be singing the Yom Kippur songs. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He molds us. He's the one that causes what we do. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I'm going to remove your heart of stone. So He put a heart of stone in us. So how could He have tightness on us at the end of the day? You don't have a leiv basar. You have a leiv evan. I am going to make that you should do what I asked you to do, but if I don't make you do that, then you're not going to do it. Moshe is also accused of, what did you say? Challenging. The translation is to throw, to fling something out of Baruch Hu. Shenemar, Vayispalel Moshe Hashem, Al Tikri El Elo Al Hashem. So this needs a good pshat, ayin in the tzlach, what he says. I mean, you're changing an aleph to ayin to say that Moshe Rabbeinu said something not right. If you want to say like a nice Agada pshat, great. But you're making him into a bad guy by changing an aleph into ayin. How does that work? Shekain, the very Rebbe Lezer ben Yaakov, koyin aleph and ayinim. Okay, they're interchangeable, ayin and aleph. The very Rebbe Yani Amri Me'acha v'di zahav. It names all these places that Klal Yisrael sinned. One of them is di zahav. My di zahav. Amri the very Rebbe Yani, kach omer Moshe lefnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rebbeinu Shalom shv'kesef v'zahav she'ishpat lem Yisrael ad shomru dai. They all left Mitzrayim with so much gold and silver. What happens when a person has that much gold and silver? Who garim shas ha'egel. Without all that gold, they wouldn't physically be capable of making the egel. So you caused it. Oh, so you talk like that to HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not very nice. Amri debei Rabbi Yanai, ein ari noyem mitoich kupa shel teven, elo mitoich kupa shel basar. A lion, when he's eating from simple food, he's not going to roar. But when he has meat, says Rashi, someach umishtageya umazik, then yes. So if anybody saw the video I sent this morning on the WhatsApp, you'll understand what Rashi means. I had the schus, it goes back to the safari, I understand. But anyways, the video, take a look, it's very cool. They start just going crazy at each other, and one of them takes his paw and grabs his head and shoves it into the dirt for over 30 seconds. He just leaves it like this, and the guy had to behave. He didn't do anything. He knew that if he tried to move, his face will be ripped off. And then his older brother or whatever took his paw off, and then he was calm. Ayin Sham, it's a great video, but you see this musik of Sameach, Umishtageya, Umazik. You see the hezek, he takes his hand, and because all three things are in this video. And all you that are watching a different time, you'll see it. Amri debei Rabbi Yani, ein hari noyim, fine. Omer Rabbi Shaya, Moshel Adam, Shoisalei Paruk, Chusha, Ubal Sevarim. A person had to pull this out of B'chayres. It's vetch. It's animals love this stuff. It makes them really strong. What happens when she became strong? She started kicking him. And so the owner tells him, I feed you and then you kick me. Anyways, yeah, that's our kids. Keep your kids skinny cows. It's not kedai to feed them. He had a son, he did everything for him. He gave him money. And then he put him in a bad place. You spoil him, and then you put him in a terrible position, a challenging position. He's going to be chayta.
Give a kid a smartphone.
Give a kid a smartphone, any way you want to. Mali Kreise, when a person is full, Zane Bishay, says Rashi has all these Chatoim Roim, it's a terrible, somebody that's spoiled, you give him everything, it's a lesson, for myself especially. Don't spoil your kids, don't spoil your grandchildren. Shenemar.
Still have a chance for grandchildren.
You're supposed to, Jonathan says he's supposed to, your grandchildren, you're supposed, that's your job. Children is a different story. But filling the kreisam, filling them up, your own children, Zoni Bishay brings Chatoim Roim, says Rashi. Shenemar Kimarisam Vayizbo, when you take them out to the Mara, to the mirror, to graze, and they're full, Vayizbo, Sovu Vayorim Lim, they'll be full, and then all of a sudden they have a haughty heart, and then they forget me, says Hashem. Nachman Omar Mehacha, V'rom Levavecha, haughty heart, V'shachachtas Hashem, then you forget HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'rabban Omar Mehacha, Ma'acha V'ocha V'sova, V'doshein Ufana. He eats, becomes satiated, and then ufana, and then he turns the other direction. He leaves you. Vayishman Yeshurun Vayivod comes fat. Who? Klal Yisrael Yeshurun Vayivod. Then he starts kicking. Even though, again, once again, you see this concept. Moshe had a great taina, but it was said in the wrong way. But then HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, "You are right." It's because I gave them all this gold and silver that all of a sudden they become haughty and they become, that guy. I give you a lot of money, and then they went and they did the ballot. Also refers to, it doesn't refer to, but you could say the same pshat when it comes to the egel as well. It's an interesting lashon. Akash Baruch should tell Moshe Rabbeinu, go down, raid. What's lech? Go, and down. My lech raid. Omar Rabbi Elazar, Omar lo Akash Baruch Hu Moshe, Moshe, raid migdulascha. That's it. You're done. Klum nosati l'chogdula l'b'shel Yisrael. It's very interesting Gemara. You see here that Akash Baruch Hu gives gadlus to the G'daylim so they could spread it to the world. But once I don't have the world, I need to take your Gdula away from you. V'achshav Yisrael chatu, atalamali, I don't need you anymore. Miyad, Tashash koiches shel Moshe, Moshe became weak, v'lo koich l'dabi, couldn't even speak. V'kivin shom ha'herif many v'ashmidim. Akash Baruch Hu said, leave me alone, I want to destroy Klal Yisrael. Moshe, he just gave it away. Dov ezet toli bi. Akash Baruch Hu says, leave me alone. That means if you don't leave me alone, I won't be able to be mash with them. Miyad omad v'nischazek b'tfilo bikish rachamim. And then he started davening. Moshe l'melech shekas al benoi voy makeu makik doilo. It is a very good mashal because without this mashal, like it gives a little bit of insight to what's going on here. You have it this whole time. You see a parent in the street beating up his kid, let's say. You see a melech giving a zetz to his son. Now, the king's friend is not going to say a word, because he says a word, it'll destroy him. Until the king says, if my friend wasn't there, I would have killed you, I would have destroyed you. So he realizes that he respects the friend. Then he saves the son. Once HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave that hint to Moshe Rabbeinu, that herif mimeni, leave me alone, then Moshe Rabbeinu went and saved Klal Yisrael with his tefillah. We are holding 10 lines from the thick lines, 10 lines down. 2 dots. Va'ato hanichali v'charapi bohem v'achalim. Leave me alone. Let me destroy Klal Yisrael. But don't worry, Moshe Rabbeinu. Similar to what Eli HaKohen told Chana. Let me destroy your son, and I'll give you a better son over here. Let me get rid of this generation. Trust me, I'll make you into a huge. We said it. We had the Gemara that Akash Baruch Hu is Mekayim both, or he's Mekayim not both. He's Mekayim Zavtachi. He made Moshe Rabbeinu to Alfer Revavos. Omer Bavo Ilmoli Mikra Kosuv Iev Shelo Omroi. If it wouldn't have said it, we can't even say the following statement. Milamit Shetfasoi Moshe Akash Baruch Hu. He literally grabbed on. If it's possible, it's not physically possible, but whatever that means, he grabbed on HaKadosh Baruch Hu ka'adam shu toifes es chaver bevigdai, like a person grabbing onto his friend's clothing and not letting go. I'm not going to leave you alone until you forgive them. And now we're going into the psukim. Omer Elazar, Omer Moshe HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rebbeinu Shalom. If the 3 avos, a stool out of 3 legs, can't stand when you're upset, I, on my own, I'm embarrassed of my forefathers. Look at this leader, he just did it for himself. He didn't ask for Racham and for Klal Yisrael. Vayichal Moshe. What's this word? We say it on Tainus all the time. What does it mean? So here it goes. This is what it means. 6 pshatim. Vayichal. Because the question is, it should say Vayispalel Moshe. What's Vayichal? Either remains Hechilo. He was maftzir. He was persistent, or I don't remember it. Anyways, Chalal means he's like a body, like a dead person. Chal, should be chal on it. Chulin, it's like sacrilegious. Achilu is a disease. And lo yachel, this one, the green, is like yachel, meaning like a shvua, like a neder. Lo yachel dvara. You shouldn't profane the name. You shouldn't. Because let's see in the Gemara. So the Gemara. Omer Elazar. Melami shaman Moshe b'tfilah v'nei HaKadosh Baruch Hu ad shechalo. So first pshat is that he's extremely persistent. Hiftzir boy. That Moshe Rabbeinu Kaviyachol was made for HaKadosh Baruch Hu's neder. HaKadosh Baruch Hu made a neder. He's going to destroy Klal Yisrael. How does it fit into the word vayichal? Ksiv hacha vayichal. Uksiv hasam lo yachal devaroi. When a person makes a neder, he has to keep it. So he's meichel the neder. V'amamar hu eni meichel aval acherim mechilim loy. If you make a neder, you have to go to other people, so they undo your neder. A person can't do it for himself. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu Kaviyachol couldn't do it for himself. He made a net, he's going to destroy Klal Yisrael. Now he has to come on to Moshe Rabbeinu. Shmuel Omar Melamed Shemosar Atzmoi Lemisa. So again, so Vayichal is the lashon of Cholol, like a dead body. I'm willing to give up my soul for them. This is the lashon of Chal, a Chalois. It rested on it. It's sacrilegious to do something like that. It's chulin. You shouldn't do it. Espenei Hashem Tanya Reb Lezer Godoloi Melamed Shomel Moshe Betfilo Fnakosh Baruch Hu Ad Shochazato Yachilo. That's the final pshat. Vayichal is the lashon of a disease. Ma Yachilu, what's the disease? Or Lazar Eishel Atzomos, the fire in the bones. Ma Eishel Atzomos. Or Rabaya Eshta the Garmi. What? Kitzapichis B'dvash. Kitzapichis B'dvash. Akopanim knows. So the Gemara says it in a lashon in Aramaic. What is the name of this disease in Aramaic? Eshasa the Garmi, the fire in the bones. Kadachas, it's called, I think. It's like where the bones, everything feels that it's on fire. It should say Shenish Lohem. What does it mean, Bach, in you? Explains the Gemara, my Bach. If you would have sworn with the Shemayim V'aretz, you would have taken that as your object of Shvuah. You could be mevatel the Shemayim V'aretz in a second, and you can be mevatel your Shvuah. In your own name. If you lost us, we are 13 rows from the bottom by the two dots. Now look at the pasuk. It's a very confusing pasuk. It says, Moshe Rabbeinu says, Takodesh Baruch Hu. So Moshe Rabbeinu is talking. Moshe is talking, and you spoke to them. That's his whole taina here. You promised that you're going to make them as many as the stars. How many stars are there? The Gemara is going to tell us approximately some number, crazy numbers. And then it says in red, I said, who's I? Amarti eten l'zarachem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said it. So how could it be that Moshe Rabbeinu is talking, all of a sudden it flips into HaKadosh Baruch Hu talking? It's a problem. Hi, Asher Amarti. Asher Amarti me'boilei. You said you're going to give it to your children, not me. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't promise Avram Yitzchak Yaakov. He wasn't alive then. How could he promise? Omer Rebbe Lazar, Atkan Divri HaTalmud V'kam Ve'elach Divri Rav. Says Rebbe Lazar, you have to say that the pasuk is in blue is Moshe Rabbeinu. The red on is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It switches to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'chol ha'aretz hazois asher amarti. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, this land, etan zarachem v'nachal lo'olam. Reb Shmuel ben Achmeni Omar elu ve'elu divrei Talmud. This whole pasuk is blue. It's all Moshe Rabbeinu speaking. So what's this lashon asher amarti? Yes, Moshe Rabbeinu did promise to Klal Yisrael, not to the obvious, to Klal Yisrael. Elokacham Moshe l'fnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rebbeinu shel olam, dvarim she'amarto li lechem orlem liYisrael b'shmi. You told me to tell Klal Yisrael, halachti v'amarti lehem b'shimcha. So I did what you told me. Achshav mani yoim elem. I'm stuck. I told them that they're going to go into Eretz Yisrael, they're going to get the land. Now you want to destroy all of them. So I look bad. So v'chol ha'aretz asher amarti. The message that I said over from you, Moshe Rabbeinu said it. What do I do with that message? Zog the Gemara, mebilti yecholos Hashem. This is talking about the miraglim. From here on out, we're dropping what we're speaking. Now we're talking about the miraglim. Mebilti yecholos Hashem. So first of all, yecholos is an interesting lashon. It should say Yachal Hashem. It's like talking, it's removed. It's also a lashon nekeva, Yecholes. So Yachal Hashem. Hashem is lashon zachar. Omer Belazar, Omer Moshe v'nei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Omer Moshe v'nei HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rebbeinu shel olam. Achshav Yomi u'mas ha'olam tashish kochik in nekeva. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gav Yachal is weak like in nekeva, v'en Yachal atzil. Look at him. So Moshe Rabbeinu is coming with tainus. If you're going to destroy Klal Yisrael, what are the nations going to say? You couldn't save them. You're too weak. Oh my HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you understand why this is Matiach Dvarim with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. These are very harsh words. Oh my gosh, Moshe, what are you talking about? It's a terrible taina. The whole world knows about Kriyas Yamsuf. Nobody's going to say such a thing. They could still say. Look, he did a great ness against Mitzrayim. That's one king. You see that Hakadosh Baruch Hu actually said it's a very good taina. Your words convince me. Like your words. What does kidvarecha mean? Your words that you told me that the Umas Ha'olam are going to say that Hakadosh Baruch Hu is too weak to save Klal Yisrael. I see the Umas Ha'olam loymaken. You're right. In fact, later on, the Goyim are going to say that. Ashri Talmud Shirabim Moideloi. The Rebbe was moided to his Talmud. V'ulam Chayoni. Amarova Amar Yitzchak Milam and Shomaloi Hakadosh Baruch Hu Moshe. Moshe hechisani b'dvarecha. With your words, I'm alive by the nations. B'fnei Umay says Rashi. Dor Hashem Simloi. Loylo misadar adam shivcha shel Hakadosh Baruch Hu v'achkach yispal. We had something similar yesterday. First goes the three first brachos of Shemona Esrei, and then goes, that's the shvach, and then goes our bakoshes. So if you're going to daven Hakadosh Baruch Hu, they have it in psychology also. They call it like a sandwich. You go to your employee, you want to give him a shtickle musar. You butter him up. Thank you. You give him a shtickle shvach, and then without saying the word but, chas v'shalom, you not say but. You say the greatest guy in the world. He's such a great guy, and what happened yesterday is terrible. You should never do that again. And you're a great guy. So you say good. You give him musar, bad. You learn from the Torah here. You said the Olam Shvach Hakadosh Baruch Hu v'achkach yispal min Olam Moshe d'chsiv v'schanan al Hashem beisahi uchsiv Hashem Elikim ato achiloiso laharis zavdachas godlocha v'siyotcha chazaka. Look, you're a great hand, you're strong. Hashem Mikael Hashemayim v'aretz. Who's like you? Hashem. Okay, all the Shvach Hashem Yisek Masecha V'Secha. Oh, once he gave the Shvach uchsiv Asrei Ebron ve'eres ha'aretz Tatoiva. Please, can I go to Eretz Yisrael? He didn't start. Can I go to Eretz Yisrael? You're
Sandwich it with a shvach?
No, I just stuck that in. This is the psychologist. Simin Maisim Tzedakah Korban Koyin Tainis Min Al Barzel. So this is the coming up sugya. We're turning the page to Daf Lamed Beis on the Beis. Omer Belazar, we're doing good, Mandy. By the way, I forgot to even mention this. The bris, and there's a reason. The bris is in Yerushalayim, in Yeshiva Nesivas Aaron. I'm not going to give you the address. Figure it out yourself. I am not makbid the slightest payda if somebody doesn't come. I'm not going to say that I'm going to be happy if they don't come, because official told me it's not nice to say that. So doik v'tishkach. Anyways, it's in. I would have loved to make it here, but it's not my bris. It's my son-in-law's bris. And Mamela is in Yerushalayim. It's far. It's a tircha. Adkan. Omer Rabbi Lazar. G'doy l'tfilo yosim b'masim toivim. Shein l'cha godel b'masim toivim yosim b'Moshe Rabbeinu. Tefillah works more than all the chesed and everything. Why? Because look, who's the greatest Bal Chesed? Shein l'cha godel b'masim toivim yosim b'Moshe Rabbeinu. The Gemara says. It was the tefillah that worked for him. Shenemar al toisev daber elai. Don't talk to me. Don't daven to me anymore. Okay, I'm going to give this to you because you daven. I'm going to let you see Eretz Yisrael. Fasting is more chashuv than tzedakah. My taima zebegufoy vezebemoyne. Fasting is your own body. The guf is a lot more chashuv than giving from your money. Where in this Masechta is there a contradiction to this? Oh, very good. Rav Dambi says, Agri l'tanisa, tzedakah. The whole point of a tainus is the money that you give to the aniyim for the suda afterwards. Okay, so think about it. What could be a good tainus? They discuss it.
Oh, that's you giving.
No.
For you, it's more chashuv to give to them.
Right, your money that you give.
But your own avodah, it's more chashuv to fast. When it comes to the other person, it's what's more chashuv to give to him.
No, it says your agri l'tanisa, your schar that you get for your tainus is not the fact that you fasted today, it's the fact that you give tzedakah.
Again, chalik between your avodah and the avodah for somebody else. That's not for me.
I'm just asking, Rav Dambi is asking a steer from this Masechta. As I state in Gemara. There's actually machloikis. This is machloikis, they discuss it. This is machloikis if you're allowed to fast, if you're allowed to be mitzvah your guf or not. So it could be goes according to that mandam or this mandam. They discuss it. and this is amazing because the whole point that we have tefillah today is to replace the karbanis, but tefillah is more chashuv than a karban. HaKadosh Baruch Hu replaced it for us with something that's even more chashuv. Shenemar, Lomeli roizev cheichem, I don't need all your karbanis. Uchsiv, uforizchem kapeichem. And when you spread out your hands, in other words, that means tefillah. And then it says over there, so the end of the pasuk over there, because of the end of that pasuk, lo yisa es kapav. A kohen that killed somebody should not do duchening. Shenemar yedechim domim mileu. In our shul, a shul that I davened in Chicago, in Rabbi Eichenstein's shul, he said that a certain kohen could not duchen. The kohen told me himself it's because he fought in the Vietnam War, and therefore he can't. So I looked it up yesterday. I did a lot of research till late in the morning. There's no such halacha really. Number one, killing. No. No. There's a halacha that if you kill somebody, you cannot duchen. But there's no halacha that if you kill somebody in the Vietnam War, you can't duchen. It's it. Number one. No. Number one, Tzad Goy is a big shaila. A lot of people say that's not included in this pasuk. Second of all, you're saving your life. It's this. Third of all, yeah, it's basically if you're in a sakana, you kill somebody, you're not chayiv.
Because it's war.
Yeah, it's war. They have a shaila about chaylim that go, Israeli soldiers that go to war, and what it is. But kids, I think almost everybody says they could duchen. That guy happened to be, he's not a liar. There's a reason. I completely understand why the Rav said. Yeah, a very, very good reason. It became famous in Chicago. Seriously, there's a really different reason. But I think he gave him a good terror. He said, killing, and he realized that guy's not going to go look it up in Shulchan Aruch. So it was good. What about a person, a kohen? And then this happens all the time, Rahman al-Islam. A person is driving in a car and he kills somebody. What? He was speeding. He was speeding down the road. Now, so it goes like this. If a guy jumped out of a car, a guy is driving nicely 20 miles an hour down the street, and a kid just runs right in front of the car, then everybody says he could duchen. If he was being karv lemezid, he was driving recklessly, then most will say that he cannot duchen. And if it was like one of these driving normally, but it's a shoygig, so there's a machlok between Sfardim and Ashkenazim, between the Ramon and Shulchan Aruch, because Sfardim will say that a shoygig like that, it's okay, and not, because even tshuva doesn't work here. Tshuva doesn't work on killing somebody. You kill somebody, la'olam v'ad, he cannot duchen, and a shoygig is a big problem. Zok the Gemara. Once the Beis Hamikdash was nechrav, it's very difficult for a tefillah to go up. Now, tefillah does go up. We know that we daven. There's the reason why we daven. But you have to really work hard. Shenemar gamki ezek v'ashaveya sosam tfilosi. My tefillah was closed. It was shut down. V'aval pi shari tefillah ninalu, shari dimo loy ninalu. We all know this. That the shari dmois loy ninalu. Shenemar shimos tfilosi Hashem. It's not this one. Shimot tfilosi Hashem v'shavosi azino el dimosi al techarash. So how do you see in this pasuk? So what if it says el dimosi al techarash? You shouldn't close your ears to my dmois. Says Rashi, beautiful thing here. Look in Rashi, dimosi al techarash, 3 lines down. Mideloik siv as dimosi tira shmamino nirasi lefonov. Says Rashi, amazing thing. By tefillah it says shimot tefilasi. Listen to my. But it doesn't say, see my tears. Because that is obvious, says Rashi, to us, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees our tears. He might not hear our tefillos, but he sees our tears. So then what's missing? The only point that's missing is, then be mekabel it. But he sees it. Tears he sees, tefillah he doesn't hear, says Rashi. It's unbelievable. In order for tefillah to be mekabel, first he has to hear it, and then he has to be mekabel it. So it's 2 steps. Demois are only 1 step away. What does dmois mean? Now, when I was reading it, it doesn't mean that water that comes down the cheek. Yes, it means that, but how do you get to that? From a deep tefillah, when you really mean it, you get to a madrega, so you could be at that madrega and really mean it and not have the tear come down, you're still at the same place. It's not the dimma just indicates where your tefillah is at, I think. Rava said you shouldn't make a tainus on a day that is cloudy. It's not going to let the tefillah go up. There's an iron wall that makes hefsek between Klal Yisrael and our Father in heaven. Shenemar v'ato kach lecha machvas barzel v'nesato oisek kir barzel bein cho bein oir. Omer b'chanin, Omer b'chanino. Kol amarch b'tfilasoi, ein tfilasoi chizeres reikom. If you daven long, you prolong your davening, it's going to be answered. Minalon, min Moshe Rabbeinu. So you think long means instead of 5 minutes, 7 minutes? Over here, the Gemara tells us a different shot. You learn from Moshe Rabbeinu. Shenemar, espalei el Hashem. What does that mean? How long did Moshe daven for? 40 days and 40 nights. It could be from here, you see that musik of going to the Kaisel 40 days, going to different things. 40 days, that's the tefillah of Moshe Rabbeinu. And then it says, Vayishma Hashem Elai, Gam b'pamahi. I have a great story about it, but a different time. No time today. Ini v'ha Omer B'chia bar Abba Omer B'yoichan kol amar b'tfilasoi uma'ayim bo. So what is uma'ayim bo? So for this we need to jump into Taisis de Ramasik kol amar b'tfilasoi uma'ayim bo and look all the way at the end, v'yishloimar. Basically, what's a big problem here in the sugya is that we know that it says, we say every single day in Eli Dvarim Shalem Shir, and the last thing is Iyun Tefillah, V'avah Shalom Benom Chaver, V'samatoy Keneged Kulam. It's a great thing to be ma'ayin in Tefillah. And now the Gemara is going to say, Soif Bali De Ka'ev. It's a cave lave. You're going to have a heartache if you do Iyun Tefillah. Says Taisis, no, there's two types of Iyun Tefillah. Shrei Iyun Tefillah, Yesh Iyun Tefillah Dahacha. In our sugya, Hametzapish Tavi Bakashasa. A person is certain that his tefillah is going to be miskabel because he's such a great guy and he went to the Kaisos for 40 days. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to have to listen. If you talk like that he has to listen, that's Iyun Tefillah, that's really bad. But Iyun Tefillah Dahasam, Shemichaven is Liber, the tefillah. The tefillah, Iyun Tefillah of what we say in Eilu Dvarim is completely different. It means that you're ma'ayin, like we know, to be ma'ayin in a sugya, you're ma'ayin in your tefillah. So if you do Iyun Tefillah, the first pshat in Tosfos, that you think that you have it coming, that you already achieved what you need to do. So this long mamshich, mimushach, a long tefillah, machalo leiv. It's going to give you a machl in the heart. It's going to hurt your heart. Maitakantis, what do you do if you did it? What you do every time that you get into trouble, yasik b'Torah. Torah helps. Please do not sing it. If you prolong your davening and you think that because you prolonged it, you deserve it, then you have a cave lave. But if you just marich, you prolong your davening, 40 days kind of davening, not just 10 minutes, then, and you don't think that you don't think you deserve anything, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu will answer you. Imrosh is nano. If you see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu didn't answer you, you have to be spal. That's very interesting. Because, 10 minutes later? Well, you died for something you expected right away? Fine. You have to be spal. Shenemar kavel Hashem, chazak v'amis libecho, v'kavel Hashem. 2 times kaveh. Tana Rabbanan. Yeah, we have plenty of time. Tana Rabbanan abod tzrichim chizuk. By the way, the problem is that when we have all these songs, the dapim have 2,500 words. And when we have the shorter dapim in Shabbos, there's no songs in the daf. Okay, so we have to figure out what to do then. Abod tzrichim chizuk.
You're not start with that, Jim.
Who?
You're the father. You're not start with that.
There's 4 things that everybody has to be mischazik in. Torah, obviously. Masim toivim, gemilas chesed. Tefillah, obviously. The derech eretz. This one I don't have a pshat for. If you have a great pshat, let me know. Your profession. If you're a doctor, go back, study the books. You're a lawyer. That's what it means. Derech eretz. Go get better at your job. Why does the Gemara care so much what you do in your job? Torah masim toivim minayin shenemar rak chazak v'ametz sibecho v'ametz me'oid v'amatz me'oid lishmor lasis kechol haTorah. You should mischazik yourself a lot. Do like the Torah. Chazak b'Torah. V'amatz b'masim toivim. So the 2 words, double ocean. Chazak v'amatz. Amatz is masim toivim. Tefillah minayin. Shenemar kavel Hashem chazak v'mitzbecho v'kavel Hashem. Derech minayin shenemar chazak v'nischazak be'ad ameinu. V'atoim etzion azavani Hashem v'Hashem shechichoni. Haina azuvo, hainu shchucho. It's the same thing. Azovani and shchichoni. You forgot about me. You left me alone. Omer shlokish. Omer knesset Yisrael v'nei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rebbeinu shloilem. Adam noisei isha al ishtoi rishoyna. If a person marries another wife, but he keeps the first one, big mistake. In addition, zoicher ma'aseh rishoyna, but he never forgets the first one. He remembers all the good things she's done. Ato azavtani ushchachtani. We might have rebelled against you, but you completely forgot about us. Omer HaKadosh Baruch Hu. BT, what are you talking about? Shnei Mosam Azolis Barosi Berkia. There's 12 constellations, mazolos, whatever they describe it as. Vakol mazol umazol barosi lo shloishim chayil. So the Gemara goes through the cheshbon. How many stars are there in the sky? Basically, we're going to get to, I don't know, I didn't really do the math that well. If somebody knows, but almost like 300 million stars times 3.6 billion stars. So 300 million times 3.6 billion. It's like 16 zeros. There's different categories. Gastro, 365,000 times 10,000, 3.6 billion. Oh, and all that, all those billions, quadrillion stars, I created for you, and you think I forgot about you? I don't know how that helps. It's a good child. I don't know, but they do something for us. No, not Yishkoyach. There must be a reason. From here you see that this is for us. You don't understand it. One day you will. Listen, everything anything in the universe is for us. There's a tackle and tail. We don't understand it. We don't understand. 10 minutes. Will a woman forget her own child? You could use it a lotion of oilois. For me, it's only 4 minutes. I'll never forget your karbanis. If you don't forget, so you're not going to forget the bad of the egel. No. Eila is from Eila Lekecha Yisrael, says Rashi. Eila, the egel, tishkachna. I'm going to forget the egel. If you forget, you forget about Sinai. Omar Allah, v'anoichi. Anoichi, Hashem Lekecha, refers to Har Sinai. V'anoichi lo yishkochech. That I won't forget. I will forget. I won't forget. Sinai. Chasidim Rishonim or Yishoim Shoachas. You know what I mean? Omer Yishuv ben Levi, that they davened, they waited, they contemplated, they prepared for an hour. Very good. Prepared for an hour. Omar Kro Ashrei Yoshvei V'Yisecha. First they sat in the house, in the shul, and then afterwards Tilu Dav Darimucha. Omar Yishuv ben Levi Am Spal Tzach Lishay Shoachas Achet Filosoi. But also, so you have to come to shul an hour early. And we said it means a real hour, not a moment, but an hour. And after davening, sit around for an hour. Shenemar ach tzadikim yoidu l'shmecha, yeshu yishorim es ponecha. Tanya na meochem mispal tzorch sheisha shoachas koydem filosoi, b'shoachas achet filosoi, koydem filosoi minayin, shenemar asher yishu yisecha, achet filosoi minayin, d'chsiv ach tzadikim yoidu l'shmecha, yeshu yishorim es ponecha. Afterwards, after they're done davening, yeshu, they sit down. Torah Rabbanon, chasidim rishonim yishorim shoachas, u'mispalim shoachas, v'choizim yishorim shoachas. 3 hours for Shachris, and guess how long for Mincha? 3 hours. Same thing. Shachris and Mincha. And for Ma'ariv? 3 hours. I wanted to have, when I saw years ago, if a person goes to the bathroom for 25 minutes and he eats for this, and he sleeps for 8 hours, but Kitsi has no time left in the day. So he has 9 hours this, look, and he also has to eat and sleep and bath. But Kitsi, there's no time. How could he chazer on the sugyas, and how could he work? How could he do avodah, work? Since the Chassidim, obviously they learned a lot of Torah beforehand, they'll keep their Torah, and their melacha, they only have to work for a few minutes, and that's enough. If a king comes to you in middle Shemona Esrei, you don't have to answer him when he's a Jewish king. You should answer a Goyish king. If you see a bad guy coming towards you, you shouldn't stop. You should just be mekatzer. We had the same lashon by Rabbi Kiva. You mekatzer Shemona Esrei and you leave. If you could, then you run away. You finish Shemona Esrei real quick and get out of there. Bimlav, you answer the king. Have a wonderful day. Mishkoyach. אמרתי לו, לא. Yep. Then every day I could do it. 56? Oh yeah.
Eli, I think Echoides means ability.